What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's lesson I'll guide you step by step on how to draw Will Byers from Stranger Things Season 5. I'll be demonstrating today's lesson using this 0.7mm mechanical pencil with a 2B graphite stick. Now if you don't have a mechanical pencil, anything you have around the house will work just fine. Now with every sketch portrait, I always like to start off with the basic shapes and composition before I get into all the details. So I'm going to start with a set of guidelines. Let's start by sketching a line coming down the center of our page. So start at the very top in the middle. I'm just going to lightly work my way down using these short lines. Come all the way down towards the bottom. Now let's move back up to the top. We're going to draw another line going across from left to right. I'm going to be using these two lines to help us create a large circle in the center of our page to define the size of the head. So from that center point, let's move up to right about here. Mark off the top of our circle. Now I want to measure that distance from the center down towards the bottom. We'll do the same thing. And then we'll repeat that across this horizontal line. So measure the distance from the center towards the left and then towards the right. And you want to connect the center point of each mark with a curve to create our circle. So let's start with the top left. Just going to pull this out a little bit further and just work our way around, and we can always come back and just smooth this out as best we can. And again, the circle doesn't have to be perfect. We're just using this as a guide. Let's go to the side of our circle. We're going to draw another line coming all the way down towards the bottom. And to make sure that these lines are straight, I want to make sure that the distance that we have from the center of our circle towards the outside is the same across the bottom. Let's add one more line going across the bottom of our circle. Now with our circle and guides in place, we're going to start blocking out the key facial features using some basic shapes. So let's start by splitting the bottom half of our circle right in the middle mark. Go all the way across from left to right. Now I want to create a gap in between the eyes. So from that center line, let's move over towards the left side, right about here. Draw a straight line coming down. Now we want to measure that same distance over towards the right. And then from this point, I'm just going to angle this up and out towards the left and right side of our circle. And this will be the guideline for the eyebrows. Now let's add some shape to the eyes. From this point, we're going to step up, draw a straight line going across on the left and right side. The slope down the eye. It's going to tuck this in underneath. Now right here, it's going to curve this down and then up towards the inside of the line. Now to come all the way down towards the bottom, we're going to draw a circle, just overlapping the edge for the tip of the nose. Now from the side, angle this up and then out. Curve this up and then down from left to right. Let's go back to the inside of the eye. We're going to add a fold, coming in and then out. From the tip of the nose, let's step down. We're going to draw a straight line going across the edge of the mouth. And we're going to open up the mouth so it's showing his teeth. So from the center, let's curve the mouth. We're going to go out and then up on either side, going around the nose. Come down and out with a straight angled line. Now let's connect the ends of the curve, coming down and then back up. From here, step down, draw a short line across the lip. And I want to move down to locate the chin, right about here. And we can always come back and modify the distance later. Let's go back to the side of the head, draw a straight angle line coming down and then in towards the jaw. You see that we're tilting the head down, so the chin is going to be angled down and in. Pull this down and then in towards the bottom. And I can already see that I want to raise the chin a little bit higher, so I'm just going to pull this up to right about there. Now because we're tilting the head, the ears are going to appear a little bit higher along the side of the head. So start up here, draw a straight angle line going up and out. Follow the angle of the head coming down towards the earlobes. And then angle that in towards the side of the head. Let's take this line, it's going to curve this down and then up. And this will be a guide for the edge of the hair. Let's go back to the jaw, draw a straight line coming down the side of the neck. Go back up, we're going to hunch the shoulders, coming down and then out. Now we're going to go back up to the top and add some volume to the hair. Let's start from the top of the ear, angle this up and out on the left and right. Now it's going to follow the curve of that circle going around and then in towards the middle. It's going to dip this down a little bit in the center. Do the same thing on the right, going all the way around and then in. Now that they have the basic rough sketch of the head, we're going to go back and clean this up by erasing some of these guidelines. Now that we cleaned up our drawing, I want to go back and use this rough sketch as a guide to help us layer on some more details and refine the shapes. Now I always like to start with the eyes. We start with the inside edge of the brow. Just going to work our way across and then just bend that out towards the side. And then from the inside, I'm just going to curl the brow coming in and then up. Let's add a little bit of thickness to the eyebrows, starting from the inside, going up, then out. And I'm just going to lightly shade the inside of the eyebrows. Now I'm going to work our way across the eyes. Now just underneath the brow, I'm just going to bring the inside of the eye coming down and then in towards the tear duct. Let's work our way across the top of the eye, and then down towards the side. Now I'm just going to thicken this up a little bit to add some lashes. Let's draw the bottom of the eye coming down and in. Add the tear duct. Add a little bit of shading just underneath the eyes on the outside and also along the inside, just leaving a small gap. Now right here is going to bring the brow coming in towards the bridge of the nose and then curl this back out. Now let's work our way across the tip of the nose. We're going to start down here. Just going to round this out. Pull that up toward the sides. And then the nostrils. And then bring this back in. Just going to add a fold across the side from the nose, coming down and out. It's going to add some more shape to the mouth, starting with the inside edge, going across. I'm just going to dip this down and then out towards the corners of the mouth. And then we're going to add some thickness to the lips. It's going up along the top, around the side, and then down towards the bottom. Let's add that divot in the center from the nose, coming down. I'm just going to shade that in. Working our way across the inside of the mouth. Now add some thickness to the lower lip. Start from the outside, coming down, and then we'll darken up the center. Separate the teeth. Curve going across. It's going to darken up the corners of the mouth, and we'll go lightly inside and just separate the teeth. I'm also going to create a little bit of a gap in between, just shade that in. Now we're going to go in and start adding some shape to the outside of the head. We can bring the cheeks in along the side. And down towards the jaw. Just going to add a fold around the mouth. Coming in towards the chin. Now I'm going to go back up to the top and separate the hair across the hair bangs. So I'm just going to brush this across, just using this line as a guide. So I'm just separating this with these little points going across, just on top of the left brow. I'm going to start to separate this in the middle, and just curve in the opposite direction. Go all the way up towards the corner of the head. And we'll just curl some of that hair on top of the ears along the side. And we'll add some more shape to the ears. Just coming down towards the earlobe. I'm just going to work our way around the perimeter of the head. Also a little bit of texture coming down from the top. And again, just adding a little bit more shape to the shoulders. I want to do one final cleanup before we get into the details and shading. And I'm going to go back in and start adding some more contrast and details. Starting again back at the brow. And adding some texture inside. So just brushing the eyebrows, going up and then out. I'm just going to lightly add to the edge of the iris underneath, just drawing in the sides and the top. And it's working our way across the nose. I'm just going to use the side edge of my 2mm pencil to just add some shadow to the upper lip. Just going to darken that up. Now I'm just going to switch to a thicker pencil. This is my 0.9mm to add that texture across the hair. So again, just going thicker across the bottom towards these points. And then we're just going to taper that up towards the center of the head. Now going back to the side edge of my 2mm pencil, we're just going to go in and start adding some shadows and some more tones. So just going to push the eyelid into shadow and fade that out. We're just going to soften up some of the texture of the hair going up from the bottom. And then also from the top coming down. Now, as we get closer to the end, it's going to tighten up my shadows and details, and always be sure to sign my artwork, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Will Byers from Stranger Things Season 5. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please be sure to subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single week. I want to thank you for watching, stay creative, and I'll see you in the next one.